Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a second birthday party prep with me. So the week before Emmy's second birthday, we decided to sit down and practice with her on how to blow out the candle. So on the day of, she would know what to do. And she actually figured out pretty quick. So I just wanted to share this cute little clip with you of her learning how to blow it out. Happy birthday, dear Emmy. So this is the day before Emmy's birthday party. The day before is always my big prep day. This is when I put up as much decor as possible and prep as much food as possible so that on the day of the party, I have more time to do all of the last minute stuff. So I started making Rice Krispie treats. I decided to make number 2 Krispie treats for the dessert table and then added some extras into our goodie bags. So I started to push out the Rice Krispie treats with my fingers, and I quickly realized that that was not the way to go. They were sticking to my fingers and making a giant mess. So I decided to try a rolling pin, and that was so much easier. Honestly, I've really never made homemade Rice Krispie treats before. I mean, I guess I did as a kid, but as an adult, I haven't, so I didn't realize. So if you guys are looking to make Rice Krispie treats, definitely use a rolling pin and not your hands. It is 10 times easier. Once I was done rolling out the Rice Krispies, I let them set for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I started using my number 2 cookie cutter and started cutting out the number 2s. Honestly, I kind of wish that I didn't wait as long to do it. I shouldn't have let them set, but I thought they would need a few minutes. It was very, very hard, so I ended up putting some canola oil on the cutter, and that helped, but it was still really difficult. Then onto the chocolate. So I melted some white chocolate almond bark, and then I added some pink food coloring and mixed it on up, and then I dipped the bottom, probably 1/3 I'd say, of the number 2 in the chocolate, and then let them rest on some wax paper to dry. So I let them sit out for about an hour to dry. I checked them and they were all set and good. And then I put the ones that I was going to put in the goodie bags in these little treat bags and sealed them up and put them away. And then I put the rest of the Rice Krispie treats in a Tupperware container and saved them for the treat table. Next were the name tags for the kids' bags. Usually I just cut squares of cardstock out and write their name on it with my Cricut, but I decided to go a little above and beyond and make these little ice cream cones out of some cardstock with my Cricut and write their names on it. So I printed the ice cream cones first, wrote their names, and then I did the cone part. And then I glued them together and put them on the bags. Next, I decided to make Emmy a happy birthday banner with my Cricut as well. I found this text on defont.com. I'll type it down below if you guys are interested, but it's a donut font. And I typed out her name. I typed out actually happy second birthday Emerson on different sheets of cardstock and then strung them together to make a banner. After I made the happy birthday banner, I decided to make some donuts and some ice cream cones as well for my Cricut. And I added some of the donuts to the happy second birthday banner, and then I decided to make 2 little banners with some ice cream cones and donuts just to hang around the house as decor. After this, I started on my Mosaic number 2. So these are a new popular thing that I feel like I've seen lately at a lot of birthday parties, where they're basically like a foam or cardboard number 2 or whatever number that the kid is turning, whatever age they're turning, and you fill them with these little balloons, and they're super cute. I was looking for them online, and all of them were like $40 to $50 on Amazon that I found, and they were very small. I couldn't find any of the big ones that I wanted for less than $100. So I decided to look it up on YouTube, and I found quite a few tutorials of how to make numbers yourself, Mosaic numbers out of foam board from Dollar Tree. So that's what I did. I got 4 foam boards. I think I ended up using 3 for this number 2. Taped 2 of them together because I couldn't find one big enough, and I freehanded a number 2, cut it out with the X-Acto knife, and then I took the next foam board and cut little strips. I think they were about 3 or 4 inches long. Then I scored them with the X-Acto knife, and I used a hot glue gun to glue them around the border of the 2. Okay, so here we are the night before the party. This is after the kids go to bed. Usually what me and Nate do is we put the kids to bed and then we just go hard on decorating. I think this night we were up until about 3:30 in the morning finishing everything. So I started by blowing up our little blow up donut, and then I started working on the balloon arch. And y'all, I tell myself this every year that I'm not going to do a balloon arch because they're too much of a pain in the butt, and then I end up doing a dang balloon arch. So I start with obviously blowing up all the balloons, and then I decided to finish my Mosaic 2 by adding the balloons first and then using the leftover for the arch. So my arch did end up being a little bit smaller than I had planned because I did use a lot of the balloons for the Mosaic 2. So the balloon arch came with these glue dots, so I thought they would work really well for the Mosaic 2. That ended up being a big fail, and at the end, when I picked it up, quite a few balloons fell out, so I ended up using packing tape instead, and that worked beautifully. So if you guys are planning on doing this, definitely use packing tape and not glue dots because they do not work. Also, the balloon arch kit that I got off of Amazon came with these long balloons, and they were supposed to be like half the size, it looked like on the pictures, that you could add in as like sprinkles, and they were literally humongous. So I tried one and then I was like, what the heck is this? I ended up tossing it aside. We ended up not using them because they were so weird. The balloon arch kit that I got off Amazon also came with these little donut cutouts that I ended up gluing on to the 2 by the balloons to fill in some holes and make it look a little bit more, I don't know, like to match the theme a little bit better. Now that I blew up all the balloons, this took me forever, I am going to get started on the arch. So the arch that I got comes with like this balloon tape. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a long piece of plastic that comes with little holes in it, and you put the balloons through them. So that's what I'm doing, attaching them all to the string to make the arch. Now it's time to hang up the balloon arch, and this is the part that makes me frustrated every single year, and yet I still do it. So I decided to use 2 screws that we had existing on the wall from a photo that we have here. So I took that down and decided to use the screws, and it did work a little bit better. In the past, I've tried command hooks, and those are very hard. I've also tried using push pins against the wall, and I don't recommend that because that's also very difficult. But this did take me quite a few tries, and I was getting super frustrated. So now that I finally got it up on the wall, I decided to add a few more little balloons in. This is the first time I've ever done this, but I did watch a tutorial on YouTube where the lady was saying that you could add a few smaller balloons attached to some fishing line or to some string, and it would help fill in the gaps and make it look a bit more professional. So I decided to do that, and it actually surprisingly went really well, and it was very, very easy. All you have to do is put some fishing line or string around the small balloons, and then you just literally twist them around the other balloons that are existing already attached to the balloon arch. Next, I decided to add some streamers hanging down behind the balloons just to kind of give it a little backdrop and make it look a little bit more finished and pretty. So here's the day of the party. Here's Emmy's finished look, her little crown, her cute little outfit, and her tutu. Super, super adorable. Here's the little inflatable donut, my Mosaic 2. We also decided to hang some of the extra balloons right there, the donuts and the stars. That's where we put all of the gifts. And then we had these little hanging decor all over the house. Here's the balloon arch and my little happy second birthday Emerson banner, and it turned out pretty cute if I say so myself. And then Emmy saw me recording, so she decided to stand in front of her little banner and pose for me. Here is one of my ice cream and donut banners. Those are the little cutouts that I got from Hobby Lobby all over our cabinets. The other donut and ice cream banner. Some more little hangy decor, I don't know what they're called. Then we put the extra donuts up there on the wall. This is where we put the treat bags. That's how they turned out. And we had a little donut sign. Don't forget to take a treat. How cute. That's about it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. As always, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks. Bye.